All right, look, guys. So when I was in the military, I remember when I was finishing tech school, which is the place that you go to after, boot camp, and this is where you learn your job. I remember I had one of my instructors, he at the end of the training, he put me to the side and he would just give me like a personal, personal advice and like just personal critique on my time with him while I was learning the job. And he told me, he's like, Rob, you do a really, really good job. But if there's one piece of advice I can give you is focus on the little things, attention to details. Back then, I didn't really know what he meant by that. I was like, bro, if the job gets done, the job gets done. Why does it matter what process I'm doing? Like, care for the details. But now, as time progressed, I have come to realize that what he was referring to was actually probably one of the most important advice or lessons that I acquired in my time, just, in life. So the reason I'm saying this is because what I want to speak about is something that people tend to not think about often, and that is going to be the way you speak to yourself, your self-talk. So a lot of times, you're going about your day-to-day activities and you're just doing it what it is that you're doing, whether you're starting a business, you're in sales, or you're working a regular job, doesn't matter. But there's always a voice that's in your head that's speaking to you, especially when times are getting hard and the adversity is kicking in. Now, that voice is your self-talk. A lot of people's self-talk is not the most positive. It's actually pretty negative. And when the reason I'm saying that this is a very important part of like paying attention to the details is because when you're focused on the macro and you're ignoring the micro, which in this case could be the self-talk, what happens is that over time that starts building momentum. And when you fail at realizing the macro goal that you're after, you may think it was you know, something else that happened. But the reality is that the little small little details that are pretty easy to bypass and ignore, that's essentially the part that messed you up. So I remember when I used to when I was doing door-to-door sales for the alarm company that I was working for, I one of my homies, he's actually like one of my mentors actually. He told me, he's like, yo, Rob, when you're out there and you're knocking these doors, like, is you're either speaking negative to yourself or speaking positive. There's no status, there's no status. Like it's not just, oh, this is where you are. You're either going up in terms of like the momentum that you're speaking to yourself, or you're going down. So I think it's very important. Actually, I don't even think I believe it's very important that as you're going through your day to day, you constantly got to remind yourself to speak nothing but love and positivity into your own mind. Whether you got to do it out loud or you got to do it mentally, it doesn't matter. You just got to make sure that you're actually putting the effort to focus on what exactly is happening in your brain. What are the thoughts that are occurring? Because if you had negativity in your thoughts, that's what's going to manifest in your life. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your thoughts are positive, pure, love, just get that momentum. You know what I mean? So another thing to consider as well is that if you want to train yourself to have like these positive self-talk in your life, you need to, during times of adversity, especially self-imposed adversity. So if you're going to the gym, if you're running a half marathon or whatever it is that you're running, whatever it is that you're doing, as you're doing those activities, you're going to realize that your mind is getting more and more negative. Like, hey, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Or, oh, this is heavy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with all this work or whatever. Those are the times where you got to double down on making sure that you're speaking positive thoughts into your brain. So something that I do when I'm in the gym, especially the days that I don't feel like doing it, and this is will help with your discipline as well, is I literally tell myself, I'm not a pussy. I'm not I'm putting the work in. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm the best. And I just keep repeating that. So these positive affirmations, that's when you especially gotta like double down on it, is during the times of adversity, because what's gonna happen is over time, your brain is gonna create a habit of speaking positivity into your life when you're dealing with the hard stuff that before you know it, it's just going to do it automatically. But before you get there, you have to work at it as if you don't have the habit, which you don't right now. So if you're able to develop this habit over time of speaking positive to yourself over and over, and you start building this momentum, that's going to translate to every other aspect of your life. Whether you want to make more money, you want to improve your confidence, you want to like improve your health, you want to, get more girls if that's what you're after, or whatever it is that you're after. It starts with the smallest thing possible, and that's going to be your thoughts. So if you can improve your thoughts, improve the quality of them, and focus on making sure that they're pure, especially during times of adversity, then everything else will fall into place over time. So to wrap this video up, because obviously I don't want to make this long video, this is just a quick tip that I want to give you guys because it's something that was in my mind. Make sure that the attention to detail is on point and that you're focusing, which in this case, this is the detail, on your thoughts, making sure they're pure, and making sure that you're double down on the purity of your thoughts while you're doing hard things. So next time you go for a run, next time you go for the gym, pay extra attention to the way your mind is talking to you. And when you do that, make sure that you override it with positivity. And then every single time that you feel yourself getting negative again, speak nothing but positivity and love into yourself, and keep doing that over and over and over. This is going to be your new meditation in a way. And I'm telling you guys, over time, you'll find yourself speaking nothing but positivity in your brain. And again, like I said earlier, whatever you think about over and over will manifest in your life. So if you're thinking of nothing but positivity over and over, guess what? You're gonna have a positive life and you're gonna have the results that you're looking for, whether it's financial, your health, or of course your relationships. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and comment, like it, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. I'm happy to be here and share advice that I can. And until next time, guys, see you later.